First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go,
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
check.
Vick now. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Turner. About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now it's Freeman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Vick. And he slings one that's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Luke Kuechly there defensively.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
Right to the 3.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Ready? 780. 60 miles. Check. Show it up. Ready?
So 3rd and goal. Stewart. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on second down. Vick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it third.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Vick. Jones has it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On first down, Freeman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, Vick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush would just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Vick. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Vick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Newton gives off to Stewart. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing on second down. Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. On second and 12, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, got some space. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Panthers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know. Check.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Newton to throw. And that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 42. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Vick operating on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
That throw by Vick, incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the second down throw on target. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 16. Newton, quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now Newton, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Funches has it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Again, Newton. It's caught by Funches. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
At their 48-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Vic to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Vic readies to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on.